Hi friends, welcome back to Nitved Bioscience. Today we are going to start a very important topic for the CSIR NET exam point of view, that is a peptide bond. Peptide bond is very important again to understand the one more topic that is actually the student find it very difficult, that is the Ramachandran plot. Okay, so to understand the Ramachandran plots, you must have the basic knowledge or to understand the thoroughly the how peptide bond is behaved and what is there in the peptide bond. Okay, so and again this is under the topic which we had started in the last week, that is the structural organization of the protein. We had seen that the protein has a various level: primary, secondary, tertiary and the quaternary. So primary structures, while discussing the primary structures, you need to explain the peptide bond. What is the primary structure of the proteins? We had seen that the protein, it is a polymer of amino acid. Alright, it is a polymer of amino acids. This long string of amino acids which are covalently bonded, it is known as a polypeptide chain. Alright, polypeptide chain, it has a two terminals. Where the free nitrogen is present, it is known as a N terminus, and where the carboxyl group is there, it is known as a C terminus. C terminal or C terminus. Alright, the bond, the covalent bond which held the which hold the two amino acid together, this bond is known as a peptide bond. We will see in the details how this peptide bond is formed. Protein, what is protein? Protein, it is a polypeptide chain which is folded into three-dimensional structures which form the functionally active protein. This we had discussed in the last class. Okay, so a protein, actually the functionally active protein, it is a globular structure which are folded in a such a way, or three-dimensional polypeptide chain which three-dimensionally orient in such a way it will form the functionally active protein. So this polypeptide chain, it's made up of the string of amino acid. Polypeptide chain, the formation of the polypeptide chain, this takes place during the process known as a translation. We know that from DNA we will get the RNA, and from RNA we will get the protein. This process from DNA to RNA, the transfer of the message or the information which is present in the DNA in the form of genetic code, it will transfer to RNA. This process is known as a transcription, and from RNA the process is known as a translation. Translation procedure will take place in the ribosome. So the site of covalent bond formation is the ribosome in the cell. Clear? Covalent bond formation takes place in the ribosome of the cell. Now let's see what is there in the peptide bond. All amino acid, all 20 amino acid, it has a general structure that we had discussed. Central carbon is present, one side carboxylic group, amino group, variable side chain, so we will indicate by the R, and hydrogen. So these three is present in all 20 amino acids, and this side chain is variable. So this is the general structures. This is the functional groups. The carbon next to the functional group is known as a alpha carbon. Alright, so in this way all amino acids will present. Then how the bond is formation will take place. I hope you are clear. The carbon atom next to the functional group is known as the alpha carbon atoms. Now we will see how the peptide bond is formed. This bond is formed by the reaction known as a dehydration synthesis. Dehydration because there is a removal of the one water molecule. This R is variable plus one more. Okay, we will write this as C double bond O and OH, means COOH. Okay, N plus hydrogen, again C alpha, COOH and R. So this is, suppose this is a 2 amino acid 1, amino acid 2. What we had discussed, peptide bond is formed with the removal of the one water molecules H2O. So one hydrogen will come from here, OH will come from here. So there is a removal of the one water molecules. Now the bond is formed between the carbon and nitrogens. So NH2C, C double bond O. Now carbon and nitrogen, this nitrogen has one hydrogens and the rest of the thing as it is. Okay, side chain and the hydrogens. So this bond, okay, actually this hydrogen is present in the trans form. Trans form means opposite side of the bond. Here it is not the double bond but partial double bond is there. That is actually the important topic, how partial double bond is formed. I will explain in the next class, but you understand this is in the trans form. Oxygen is present in the one side, hydrogen is present in the opposite side. So peptide bond is present in the trans form. Cis form, if the both hydrogen and oxygen are present in the same side, then it is known as cis form. This is in the trans form. This is also important for the MCQ. So this is peptide bond, CONH. So we can represent only if you want to write, and you will find in the when we discuss the Ramachandran plots, we can denote it as C alpha, CONH, and again C alpha. So we can write it as a peptide bond C. Okay. So this is very important. C alpha, C double bond O, NH, C alpha, and C alpha, you understand from where is coming, because carbon next to the functional group, that is known as the alpha carbon atoms. So this is actually the peptide bond. Okay, there are some characteristics that peptide bond is planar, it has a partial double bond character. Because of the partial double bond character, this bond becomes the rigid. Rigid means there will not be the free rotation. Actually, suppose this is something very rigid things, so you cannot bend it like this. But okay, for example, we are having the 3 bond here, 1, 2 and 3. So this is flexible, this is flexible, but the center one is a rigid. So okay, so if you want to do any kind of bending, twisting, turning, the portion which is rigid, you cannot do the twisting, turning or bending at the portion which is rigid. Okay, so why this bond is rigid, I will explain in next class, but you understand this peptide bond is rigid, so there cannot be the bending, twisting, turning from here. All the bending, twisting, it takes place to the carbon next to this peptide bond between the C alpha, one here and the one here. So this bond is very important. One is the phi, another is the psi. I know too much will happen in the one class, so you just understand this is a peptide bond, this is rigid, bending cannot take place here, bending will take place here. And the why bending is important, we had understood that the various level of the foldings, primary structures. So from the primary structures to secondary structures, this polypeptide chain has to do some kind of foldings, so that we will have some secondary structures that you might have heard is like alpha helix, beta pleated sheet. Okay, so to make the secondary structure, this polypeptide chain has to do some kind of folding, but this folding is not possible here at the peptide bond because this is a rigid, because of the partial double bond character. Folding will take place here. Okay, and this is covalent bond. So this is all about the basic of peptide bond. Next class we will see the little bit more details, and then we will start the Ramachandran plot. Okay, so please if you are finding it useful, then please like, share and subscribe, and please do join me for the next lecture to understand the Ramachandran plot. Okay, thank you.